Hi, I'm Sarah Casada.
And I'm Katie Delp.
And we have been working on this little project called the World Cup Wives, which we've been very excited because we've already heard from some other spouses of football fanatics sharing a little bit about how soccer has been a part of their life. So we wanted to introduce ourselves on video and share a little bit about our soccer histories with our husbands.
So I think my soccer history started because I knew nothing about soccer when I started dating my husband, and it was 2002, and him and his brother went to the World Cup in South Korea. And this was a really big deal that I was unaware of. And they spent 12 days living in brothels and this red light district.
He probably doesn't want you to say he was living in a brothel.
No, they changed all the brothels into hotels in South Korea. Important detail. So he says for the World Cup, because they didn't have enough hotels. But all I know was my responsibilities during this World Cup was, because of the time change, all the games came on in the middle of the night, was to set the VCR at 4 a.m. And sometimes I did it because we were dating. And that's what you do when you're dating. And so, but since then, that was my introduction. And since then, multiple vacations and trips have revolved around soccer games. We've scheduled events around televised games. Just this morning, after church, before we go to Sunday school, my husband says, "There's a game on this morning. I'm going to slip out of Sunday school and walk to the bar next to the church to catch the game during Sunday school, and then I'll be back."
Wow. I like that it was at a bar. That adds a really
nice, except that then when he came back to church, he said, "Oh, bars aren't open at 10 a.m.
on
Sundays, only special soccer bars," which we do know all of those in town.
Nice.
But anyway, so it definitely takes a lot of our life.
Yeah. I think for us, I don't ever remember Billy mentioning soccer when we were dating, and maybe that was intentional. And so there was the first World Cup after we got married, and he was kind of like, "Hey, this is important to me." Predominantly the Argentina games. He does kind of really narrow his focus. But we definitely went on a vacation to the beach where we sat in the hotel for the majority of the morning watching cable because Argentina was playing. And then we were given an opportunity to move to Argentina to work with the ministry and do some things for the Lord. And I have no idea what motivated Billy more. If it was actually being involved in the ministry or the fact that we were going to be in Argentina. So, of course, going to a game was sort of a non-negotiable, which that's fine. So we went to what do you call those, exhibition game or something with Algeria. And we were dressed in head to toe paraphernalia of Argentina. And we went, and that was pretty fun. Argentina completely killed them. That's when I first saw Messi speak in front of a crowd, and he was so quiet and gentle, and I don't know. I was like, "Oh, sweet person." So yeah, he kind of won my heart at that event as far as, soccer skills aside. He seemed like a nice, shy person. And then we did go to the Copa America because we were living in Argentina when that was hosted there, and we rode several buses through it was dark and cold, and all I really remember is that they served hot chocolate in way too small of cups. I needed a guzzler full of that stuff, and no one scored, so I was pretty disappointed because I wanted to hear everybody scream. So so now we've done some soccer here in Atlanta, a lot with you guys. I think that's where we're headed next as soon as we finish wrapping this up. So
because Atlanta's getting a Major League Soccer team, and it consumed my husband for 3 days straight while we were on our vacation earlier this week. The big announcement. He couldn't get off of Twitter because this is big news. And he follows about 17 soccer blogs. I'm not sure if you knew were multiple ways to follow all of your international and local soccer. But we've got all of that being fed through our home all the time.
That's awesome. Cool. Well, we're super excited about the World Cup, and we are really, really excited that we have a new community of folks to watch the games with.
And to eat chips and guacamole with, because that's essentially why I watch soccer, is for the food.
The predominant goal is really to eat a lot of food and hear people scream, "Goal!" That's my favorite part. So, cool. It was great to introduce ourselves to you, and we hope to hear from you. All right, bye.
Bye.